Hi folks, and welcome to part three of the DANSETTE reassembly. I've just checked everything's right and we are okay. So what we'll do, we'll put the rectifier in and we'll put the transformer back in. But before I do that, I just want to touch these valve pins up. Because it's here, it's here, and I might as well. And one does look a bit iffy, so you know. But there again, it's got a right to, hasn't it? All these years, so we'll just go round the valve pins, and we'll start with this one. We don't need to do that one. Fuck all goes to it. Do that one. Or that one, and make sure that everything, or that one's not used either. Do this one here. There we go. Not lifted the wire off, have I? No, we're okay. Do this one. Do this joint here. Do this one. There we go. Do this one. Just freshens everything up a bit, that's it. Because the valve gets red hot, so we just like to make sure that it's going to be reliable. Yeah, we should be okay there. Just check that we've got, well, I don't need to check, do I? Because I checked it last night to make sure we had a ground everywhere. Right, this one. We need to solder the rectifier on. Is there a hole in the board where I can pass that rectifier through? It'd be nice if there was, but there isn't. Because it's on the bottom of that resistor there. Or I want to look for a capacitor, don't I? We'll do the rectifier first, then we'll look for a capacitor. Right, so what we'll do, we'll take the old stub of the rectifier off. That's if it can, it might be part of the resistor. Yeah, it is. It's part of that resistor. Yeah, it's part of that resistor. It's one of the legs of that resistor that they've used. But that's no problem. What we'll do, we'll snip that down a bit, chop that down a bit. It's about there. And we'll get our pliers, if we can find them. There they are, the ones with the. These are good pliers. These are great for putting J hooks in. Brilliant. And what we'll do, we'll put a little hook in here for our mechanical connection, so we get a good, there we are, good mechanical connection on that. Get some heat shrink. I like to put heat shrink on. I think that one will do it a bit thinner, but it don't go too thin. No, I'll say that one will do. Right. We'll cut that down to about there. Right. Cutters. should be okay. Oh no, it's still too long. Thought that would have been okay, but yeah. They call it Good Friday today, folks. I don't know what's good about it. Good loop on that one. And then what we'll do, we'll slip that into there. And just crimp it down. There we go. That's a nice connection. Yeah. Put it up that way if I can. That way we don't fatigue anything when we solder it up. Oh, we've got another piece of solder here. Or will I have to? Yeah, got a little piece here. Should do it. Should be enough there just to do that. And what I'm going to do, try and do it so you can see it. I'm going to solder the rectifier on here to here. A bit more. Whoops. There we are. Got it. If I haven't fucking just lifted it off. Right, just. Ooh, that's red hot that now. There we are. And that's brilliant, that's not going anywhere. I mean, what I want to do is reinforce this trace as well because it's not brilliant. So just because the diode is more heavy than what the piece of wire that was there was, so we'll just reinforce that trace. There we go. That's it. Now bend that. There we go. That's your volume, your tone control. That's your lead for your volume. Just check these wires, yeah, they're okay. Yeah, that's just about that street. Just shrink that down there a little bit so it looks even. Right, let me just put you on pause while I try and find a capacitor. Now, what are these ones here? What are these ones? I don't think these ones are, I think these are 0.1s. Let's have a look. And these are ones. Look, I wrote on that one. What's that one? Yeah, they're 0.1s. good. We need 0.5. Bear with me folks, I'll have a look in my stash, see what I've got. If not, I'll just have to test it and, you know. Actually, I think I have got one. It's a second-hand one, but I know it's a good one because it was saved. And the reason why it was saved is because it was good. If it's the right value, it's a plastic one as well. It's not one of these waxy things. I'm trying to think. Where have I put the friggin' remote control? There it is. Your shout, oh it's there, you blind fucker. Right, I'm back folks. Let me just put me camera back onto me to change my telly over so I can see. Not that I'm vain enough, I won't like to look at myself. I just like to a big screen so I can see where the what the camera's doing. Let me just zoom in and I'll show you what I've done, because I've done a couple of bits off camera. I mean, I don't do it all on camera, you don't need to see every last little thing. Right, so what I've done, as you can see, the transformer's back on it now. Right, so I put my glasses on. There we go. My glasses need cleaning. Shift that signal lead out of the way. Right, well what I've done now, I've moved the rectifier from down here and I've put it onto here. This tab on the transformer, on the output transformer, isn't used. It's not going, it doesn't go anywhere. So what I've done, I've soldered the rectifier onto here, as you can see, and I've taken the wire down to the transformer, as you can see, and this is still fed from here where it would normally be fed from. So that's still okay. And that should work okay, that should work great. So the capacitors are done, this capacitor is done. I put a slightly higher value here because that was all I had. I don't suppose it'll make much difference. I have ordered some of the right value, so if they turn up before it goes back, I can just clip one on here. I've done this deliberately longer so that I can clip one on. Without, mind you, I'm getting to this anyway. I can get behind here with the iron anyway to change it, so it's no problem if I have to. It's only the tone, all it'll do is just give it a bit more tone, that's all. I would think. These resistors here are okay. I will clean the board with some IPA before I'm finished. I'll test the amplifier as always when everything's back together, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to put the original valve back in because I believe it's okay. Doesn't look overheated or anything, doesn't look like it's had any stress. To be honest, that doesn't even look like it's had much use. But it's definitely an original. So let's pop the valve back in rather. Let's just line the pins up. There we go. Easy does it, slip it in. There we are. Puts the valve back in. It's probably a good strong EL84 actually, because it's not got any scorch marks on it where it's got overheated or anything. So, you know, I don't believe this record player's had a great deal of use in its time. I honestly don't think it has, because you know, it's certainly never been serviced, certainly never been repaired, that I do know, because you can tell everything was completely original. But I'll definitely think moving the rectifier, because I got rid of the metal one. There's the old rectifier there, the old metal one. I'll definitely think, I'll just bend this over, there we are. I'll definitely think by, this is all sleeved, it's all heat shrunk, everything's okay there. I've put a new wire in for the heater because I snipped that to get it out. Push that capacitor back there. There we go. There we are. Doesn't put any stress on it now. That's all the capacitors in. Just check we haven't got any short circuits on anything. We shouldn't have, because I've done it. So we'll go to the clean part of the chassis there. There we go. And no, we're okay there. We're okay there. We're okay there. There. We're okay there. Okay there. Just check that we've got a nice connection across this, what I'm using here. Yeah, that's lovely. Check the grounds. Yeah. Put our valve cover back on. Making sure that we don't actually go too, you can't go too far anyway. Yeah, that's okay. Let's get the ring. Put the ring back on. Try not to smash the valve in the process. Get it started. Where's the pliers? There they are. Get the other pliers. Get that straight. There we go. Shift all this out of the way. Slide that down. You always get one, don't you? That one's not quite under. Slide that back off a bit. both have to go under. That one has to go there. Now gone under. Is that actually under there? Yeah. Be better that way. Hooks under. That's it. Put it that way, it hooks under. Get the pliers back on. Put the ring. Release it gently. There we go. Oops. This is going to be a pain to get that down there. It's got to go down now. Try it with the cutters. They seem to work a bit better. Shut up! You seem to get more grip with those. It's got to go down. In here. Who's that?
There you go.
Come in.
1.5 empty, well, record at the rock hole and plus some more I put in because there's more there watered that I realised.
Right, hey, we've been joined by the fucking man with the fucking poker for the soldering iron.
We've got no gas mask on in that place where you're watching him today.
Fuck you.
See you later.
Oh, you rushing out having a brew?
Got a wife, I've got to go and drop the Easter off on her.
Right. Oh, cheers for them.
I got there's a load of, I've got some more, but obviously when I fill the boxes up,
yeah,
I'll fire them round for you.
Right.
Like I say, there's all sorts in there.
I'll have a look through them in a bit and get the record player out.
Right, see you in a bit.
See you later, mate. Bye.
See you later.
That that was my mate Graham. This was easier to get off than it is to get on. Let's try grabbing that there, grabbing that there. Oh. Tell you what, we're getting there. Right. Just getting it over those. It's a real pain in the fucking ass. These pliers are a bit crap as well. Get it on the edge there. On there. That is a real pain in the arse to get back on. You won't believe it, folks. You will not believe how difficult that is to get back down there. One down. One down. Got it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're in. Wow, that was some fucking getting that in. But that valve's okay. Mind you, it doesn't matter if it's foot, you can just won't have to worry about getting it out carefully, will I? Anyway, it's in. So that's now as it came to me, except just check these because I give them a right wet when I caught my hand off them. Yeah, we're okay. Right. The last job. I don't know where my straw's gone. Straighten these pins. There we go. Spray a bit on the front of the controls as well. They're a bit on the stiff side. Let's find a knob to put on. I'm not going to use one of its. Not going to use one of its own knobs. Because when I put them back on, I don't want to have to pull them back off again. So let's use this one. Should fit. See, it should, it doesn't. Ah, here we are. Got one here with a boss that screws on. So, I think it does. There's no fucking, there's no fucking grub screw in it. No grub screw in it. I have got a knob up here somewhere. I've got some up here. Let's just get a knob. Where did I put them? They're in one of these fucking boxes up here. Here they are. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Right, so basically push that onto there. Don't need it on too far. Oh, they are a bit stiff then. Let's just get the oil. Run a bit of oil around here. Only need a bit, and that'll work its way in. It'll basically lubricate the knob. You don't want the shaft too tight. There we go. Let's get in there. I'm not doing anything here, folks, apart from just turning the knob. Let's zoom you back out a bit. There you go. Better. Let's do the other one. Just put a little bit of oil on the top of them, and it doesn't go into the contacts. You don't put enough of it on it to do that. Just lift the oil up so it doesn't spill everywhere. Put the knob on. While we're here, we'll check the switch. Make sure we've got continuity. Yeah. No, on that side we haven't. Oh dear. Just see it with the iron in case it's got shit on it. There we go. Could have crap on it. I hope so. Yeah, just shit. There we go. Right, so we've got the valve in, we've got the capacitors done, the rectifiers done. Knobs are done. The amp can go back in now. Yeah, I can turn that now with my hand. Just wipe off the excess oil. There we go. The oil, little bit of oil residue left there will help the knob go. The original knobs go back in. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that, folks. Well, actually, to be perfectly honest, I'm very pleased with it. There we go. very pleased. I'm very pleased with that. That's turned out very well. There we go. Just a matter of putting this back in and servicing the deck, and we should be alright. Should be good to go. So I'll put this out of the way so it doesn't get damaged. Oh, I've got to put a new power lead on it, haven't I? But that can be done. That can be done that can be done a bit. Oh, hang on. Let's put this so the valve's facing me. That way I don't smash the fucking valve. I mean, the valve on this might be good. It might not be. I don't know. But I won't know until I power it up. But if the valve's no good, it's no great problem because I've got a couple. We've got some EL84s in, and yeah. That's all done. Now, that was part 3. Join me again in part 4 when I put the amp back in the chassis, and I'm not sure if I'm going to show you servicing the deck. I might show the servicing of the speed mechanism because somebody mentioned that to me at the swap meet. I mean, I have covered it, but see how I feel. I may cover it, I may not. We'll do. We'll see. See what happens. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Join me in part 4 when we put the amplifier when we put the amplifier back in, and I might, I'm not sure if I don't think I'm going to service the deck on camera because I've done one, and just look through my videos, you'll find it. It's I think it's called rebuilding the BSI UA8, something like that. It's in there. You'll find it. You'll know. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Bye for now.